So now I've had about a day to think about this and process it, and to be completely honest, I still haven't. Um, I I just it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like this has happened. It feels wrong. Um, the motherfucker just won a week ago, and now things were looking so good. Damn it. And now, basically, a part of my own childhood, someone I watched win both of his championships, someone I've seen in all of my time as a NASCAR fan, and now he's just gone. An active racer, 41 years old, gone. No warning. Well, maybe the signs were there and we just didn't notice it, but yeah. I think back to whatever problem he was having at Watkins Glen that required him to um, basically say, I need medical aid at my trailer when this is over. And back to his quote of after his Dover race, where he said, "You never know when it's going to be your last," and that's chilling now that you think about it. I'm not old enough to remember when Dale died, when Kowicki and Davey died. I'm not old enough to remember any of that. Uh, but I can almost imagine a similar feeling. But I do remember another death. Bray Wyatt 2023 also, I think it was 2023, also just so sudden and just didn't see it coming. It just happened. I don't understand it. I don't. Like, people say, they like to say, oh, things happen for a reason. This thing happens for a reason. There's no fucking reason for this. Not at all. I don't see it. And this entire stretch, too, has just been. Because it was Michael Annett in December, early December, that kind of kicked this whole thing off when he just seemingly died out of nowhere. And then Greg Biffle later that month, within like, what, 2 fucking weeks of each other? Um, and a plane crash, also just so sudden and seemingly for fucking nothing. It's just a cruel fucking joke at this point. That's what this is. This is some higher powers cruel fucking joke. And I don't even know who directed it. The anger for it. I don't understand this. Uh, I don't have the words to describe this right now, like, and I don't know if I ever will. I I didn't think I'd have to deal with this. If, I can only imagine how Kurt Busch is feeling, how his family is feeling, how everyone Kyle's impacted is feeling. It's so sudden, too. I know it's like I'm rambling, saying the same shit, but like, what else can you say? It, this shouldn't have happened. And it still doesn't feel real. It it just doesn't. No. I remember back in 2015 when I first started watching. I was at my Nana's house. Uh, I had no real context behind what was what. I just knew this guy named Jeff Gordon was retiring, and I liked Kyle Busch's M&M's car. I went for him. Um, 2019, I'm in the same situation again. One, a Kyle Busch one. I had no context in 2015 to what happened, how they got there. Apparently, I gathered that he had a broken leg earlier in the season. That's what I got from it, and I was happy at the end of that. Same for 2019, though. I remember that race kind of sucking. Kyle Busch just dominated, and then there's the 24/7 championship win. That was cool. I remember rooting against him in 2020 because, like everyone else was. As apparently, that's when I found out. Apparently, he wasn't that great of a. Or, I guess people said he wasn't that likable. Just because I never really held any ill will toward him. Kind of regret that now, but yeah. And I was real happy during that 2022 season. I really thought he was gonna, make something of that Childress ride. I thought this was beginning of a championship resurgence, but then 23 happened, and then 24 happened, or 24, and then 25 happened. And just watching that rough patch was, and he never got. By the way, he never got his Daytona 500. Never. The one race, the one big chip in NASCAR he's never conquered. And now now he doesn't get a chance to do it. Now he doesn't get a chance. And he would have eventually. I feel like he would have. But then this happened, and I don't get it. I don't. I also remember back like 2016, the Auto Club Xfinity race. That motherfucker. Motherfucker tried to win on a blown tire. And he really pushed it. He tried. He went for it. It wasn't to be, but he went for it. And that was fucking awesome. Funny enough, Austin Dillon ended up winning that race. But and might I make mention, this is the second time this has happened to Richard Childress. The second fucking time. Earnhardt, now Busch. I didn't read through Austin Dillon's full letter to him, but I hope Austin Dillon wins this weekend. Or Austin Hill. This is the one time you will catch me rooting for Austin Hill. To be able to go win in Kyle Busch's car after that. Just think we were discussing where he was gonna go. What's Kyle Busch's future? Is he going to Spire? Maybe. Oh, long shot. Maybe the 48. Alex Bowman bad. That's a whole thing for another time. The question of where he's gonna go. Well, now we don't have that answer. We don't know what it could have been. There, the resurgence that could have happened, the Earnhardt Jr. kind of resurgence we could have seen. Now we don't get that chance. And from what? For what? For what reason? I better have been recording this whole time. I was. What? For what reason? I don't understand it. I can't make sense of it. It doesn't feel real. It feels like I'm expecting, like, at some point, fucking Kyle is gonna reactivate, or the Twitter account is gonna post, "I'm alive." Someone spread false news to NASCAR, but I don't get it. this is too much. Biffle, Annette, Bush. Uh, why do we keep fucking losing people all of a sudden? Why? What did we do to deserve this? I'm done. That's about all I have.